we go to the third part of the story. So third part of the story is when Yashoda Maya actually ties Krishna, and she tells him, just stay here. I don't want you to go anywhere. This is your punishment. Both of you did this mistake, so stay back. Okay? So Krishna looks all, all drama with, that he is, okay, I will stay here, and all that drama done. Now Yashoda Maya leaves the place, and then what does he do? Slowly he crawls along with the mortar, and then he goes to the backyard, further into the garden, and there are these twin trees. So these are called Yamala Arjuna trees, which were in the backyard of Nanda Maharaj from a very, very long time. So Krishna, as playful he was, he got in between the two trees and he got out of it. But the wooden mortar got stuck between those two trees. And Krishna tried to pull this mortar, and it broke and fell apart. So now, as soon as these trees fell apart, two beautiful heavenly denizens just appeared from there. And who were these people? Nala Kuvera and Manigriva, who were the sons of Kuvera. So Kuvera is the treasure keeper, safekeeper of wealth for the demigods. So then his sons were Nala Kuvera and Manigriva. What were they doing inside the tree all these years, right? So there is a background story to that. So one fine day, Narad Muni is passing by a beautiful lake, and then he sees a lot of ladies and two young men who were taking bath and having fun. So when he saw closely, it was Nala Kuvera and Manigriva. They were quite intoxicated. And as soon as these ladies see Narada Muni, they immediately come out of the water, they cover themselves, and they pay obeisances and show respect to Narada Muni. But what happens with Nala Kuvera and Manigriva? They were so intoxicated, not just with alcohol or somaras, but they were also intoxicated because they were the sons of Kuvera. So Narad Muni looks at this. He's not worried about the intoxication, the physical intoxication that they had, but he was more worried about the mental intoxication that they had, right? So many times, this is a lesson for us to learn, that the mental intoxication that we get into, how we get puffed up, it doesn't help in life in any way. Whether we want to grow in life, in career, or we want to grow in relationships, in either of the zone, the mental intoxication that I am somebody and I have a position, so I don't need to bend down to anyone. This is mental intoxication, and this way we can never develop any kind of long-term and deeper relationships with anyone, because it's I who's always in the picture. There is no one else in the picture. So when there is I, then we become loners. I stands alone. Have you ever seen? When we say I, when we put I in a sentence anywhere, I stands alone, right? So we will stand alone. There'll be no one with us. And that's what happened here, right? So Nala Kuvera and Manigriva, they had a lot of I, aham, mama in them. So Narad Muni looked at that and then he cursed. He said, if you want to be standing like this and you want to stand alone and you want to stand naked, then you better become trees, right? And Narad Muni, in the process, what is he also teaching? When we hear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's example that he gives for trina, for tolerance, for titikshava, what is he giving as example? Trees and grass. Trinadapi sunichena. Trina means grass. Trina api sunichena. Just like how when you put your leg on the grass, imagine you stamped someone. Will they say, oh, stamp me again? No. They will stamp us back. They'll push us. They'll do something to tell us that, oh, you're hurting me. But a grass never comes back to say, you're hurting me. We put our legs on the grass, it gives us that cushioning effect. And that's the same thing that happens when someone who is tolerant, we deal with them, they tolerate us. So Mahaprabhu says, a Vaishnava, how should a Vaishnava be? Trina api sunichena. Like the grass, even better than a grass, even more than a grass, we should be tolerant. And then taroriva sahishnuna. Taru, just like how the tree, we chop the trees, still the tree grows back, gives us shade, gives us fruits, gives us flowers. Even if we chop it, still it gives us back something worthwhile, right? It does not take revenge of us. So this is the example that is given by Mahaprabhu. So Narad Muni is seeing that these guys have to learn tolerance. The aham mama has to go. They need to learn humility and tolerance. So what's the best thing to bring two things together? Don't be in the body of the human. You want to learn tolerance and humility. Best to be in the body of a tree. So he gave them that tree, the curse to become a tree. And once their intoxication, so when you get a curse like this, then you just like jump out of your intoxication, right? So immediately they came out, they fell at his feet and they said, we're really sorry. We did not know who we were messing with. We're really sorry for this. So immediately Narada Muni says, of course, the curse cannot be taken back, but I will give you a blessing that you will remain a tree for a long period of time. And afterwards, in Dwapara Yuga, when Krishna comes, you will remain as tree in the backyard of Nanda Maharaj, and you will get liberated by the Lord himself. So look at the mercy of Narad Muni. Sometimes people may think that, oh, Narad Muni had ego, and because they did not respect Narad Muni, he cursed, and that's not the point. Narad Muni is not affected by anything, right? He's such a great devotee that all these small things do not affect Narad Muni. So what was he trying to do? Trying to help Kuvera. He knows who Kuvera is. Kuvera is a very great personality, a wonderful devotee of the Lord. So he's trying to protect the sons of Kuvera and give them Krishna Bhakti. What is Narada Muni's job? Always to give Krishna Bhakti to humans, to demigods, to whoever, even undeserving people. He just wants to give Krishna Bhakti. That is his mercy, right? So then he did that, and because Narada Muni promised to Nalakuvera and Manigriva, although, do these boys deserve for Krishna to come to liberate? No. But why did Krishna come to liberate them? Because of Narada Muni. He said, my devotee Narada promised that I will come to liberate them. To keep my devotee's word, I will come. And that's why in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying to Arjuna, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma sasvat shantim nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Krishna is saying, one who is a great devotee, he will Kshipram bhavati, he'll come really quick. Dharmatma, he will become a dharmatma and he'll quickly come to me. Kaunteya, you go and promise. If I promise, maybe people will think that, oh, Krishna has been, stealing and lying. So maybe Krishna will not keep his word. But if my devotee gives a promise, I can never not keep it. Right? So I have to keep the promise of my devotee. So I will do it. For that reason, my devotee should promise. So promise that my devotee never perishes. Okay, Arjuna, you go and promise. Right? Kaunteya pratijanihi. Kaunteya, you promise, name bhaktaha pranashati. My devotee will never perish. Right? The same thing for every devotee of Krishna. When a devotee of the Lord promises, it will come true. So, Narada Muni promised that Krishna will come and deliver. Here is Krishna. He is delivering. And who delivered? Krishna did not deliver. The wooden mortar delivered. Now what's happening? Why did Krishna not deliver? Why did the wooden mortar deliver? The beauty is, it is said that the devotee of the Lord is more powerful than the Lord himself. Are we talking about the mortar being a devotee? How did the wooden mortar suddenly become a devotee? Right? It is said by the Acharyas so beautifully. Acharyas actually take, these little things and they beautify it. Right? So the beautification of this particular point is to say, the mortar, as Krishna was crawling in the front, the mortar was rolling behind Krishna. So the martyr was following Krishna all this while. One who follows Krishna becomes a devotee of Krishna. So because the martyr followed Krishna all this while, he became a devotee, and because he touched those trees, he liberated those two trees. Right? So a devotee of the Lord is always more merciful than the Lord. This is how the acharyas are beautifying this particular aspect of Damodar Leela. So they got liberated, and then they pay obeisances to the Lord, and they say, we are so thankful to you and to Narad Muni for giving us this wonderful opportunity to understand you, to regain tolerance and humility. And now we will have much more understanding how to live our lives. Right? So Krishna is shown in multiple ways how he is Bhaktavatsala. One is he wants to get tied. Even if we don't have the position to tie or control the Supreme Lord, the Lord wants to get controlled by us in this particular month. He's very light, he's very simple, he's very giving. Right? So this is why this month is very, very important. And again, by liberating Manikuvera and Nalagriva, Krishna is again showing that even though one does not deserve the mercy, he gives it. Right? So in multiple ways, Krishna is showing how he is very giving in this month. So the request is, please be very sincere in this month. And all that one has to do is to take a clay diya, lamp, pour little ghee, keep a wick and light it and offer it to Damodar. In the end of this video, we will also have a small Damodar picture for you to understand what is that Damodar picture that we are talking about. So you can keep that, and then you can offer the diya to this particular Damodar, Yashoda Damodar, and pray to Mother Yashoda that, my dear Yashoda Maya, just like how you have connected and built a relationship with the Supreme Lord, help me also build a relationship with the Lord instead of doing business with the Supreme Lord. Pray to Mother Yashoda and pray to Krishna that, Krishna, I want to serve you. Please give me that good buddhi that I should always think of serving you, and please shower your mercy, because without your mercy, it's not going to be easy for me to perform or achieve anything in this life or the next. Pray to that Lord and Mother Yashoda. Also, as part of this, one other thing we could do is, if you go to YouTube and just type Damodara Ashtakam, you will get many, many Damodara Ashtakam songs that are sung by many devotees. Just have a picture of Damodar, light a diya, play the YouTube video. Now with the technology being so improved, it's not difficult for us to get any of these things, right? Even if you don't have a Damodar, you're sitting in Timbuktu, still you can just go on Google and get Damodar picture, put it on your laptop, play the YouTube video on your mobile, and take a small clay lamp and offer the ghee lamp to the Lord as you're hearing this particular Damodara Ashtakam, because Satyavrata Muni has written a very, very meaningful prayer, 8 prayers. Hearing this, even if we don't understand, it does not matter. Just hearing this and making this offering of a ghee lamp will take us a long, long, long way. We do not understand, but the Lord understands. So let's just put the effort. Let the mercy of the Lord flow in whatever way He wants to flow towards us. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.